great racing. Don't forget our friends at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Of course, the NASCAR Cup Series in action tomorrow afternoon. You can head up I-85 or I-75 north, I should say, and catch all the great action there at Atlanta Motor Speedway tomorrow. For those of you watching on Racing America's social channels, glad to have you here with us. Alan Dietz here as we get ready to go with qualifying for the Pro Late Models for tonight's Atlanta Paving and Concrete Construction 100. Remember, if you're not a subscriber, all you have to do is subscribe. Go to racingamerica.tv. Appreciate you joining us for this free view now, but if you go to racingamerica.tv and subscribe, not only will you get to see tonight's racing action, of course, the Alabama 200 for the Pro Late Models at Montgomery Motor Speedway next weekend, the Rattler in March, all kinds of great events coming up that you'll be able to see here on Racing America if you are a subscriber. So, again, hope you enjoy our free view here on our social channels today, but make sure if you're not a subscriber to go to racingamerica.tv, be a subscriber, and you can be in store for lots of great things there, including nearly 300 streaming broadcasts this year at racetracks, and of course all the special programming that we have on Racing America as well. Again, these cars will go out. We'll send 2 cars at a time. They'll get 5 laps. Make sure they got plenty of heat in these America Racer bi-ply tires. And, again, we'll take the quicker of their 2 laps to determine the starting lineup for tonight's 100 lapper. And looks like the first couple of cars starting to roll out onto the speedway now. Again, you may see them not go very fast, definitely on the first lap. Make sure they got plenty of heat in these tires. And then their faster laps should come in the last 3 laps or so. First car out, that's the 4R of Buddy Watson. Buddy heading down the back straightaway right now into turn 3. Car number 32, that is Tim Laurent. He's from Scottsboro, Alabama. Longtime competitor. First couple of laps, again, don't expect a whole lot. We'll see here, as you see in the double box, the 4 Buddy Watson, 19.534 that lap. Tim Lawrence, 17.092 for that car number 32. He's been pretty fast on both of his first laps. He may actually catch Buddy Watson here. Last lap there, Buddy Lawrence, or Tim Lawrence, excuse me, is 16.730. Whoa, he wants to get around Buddy here. He gets by him. That'll slow that lap down. And we'll see what these drivers turn on their last lap. The fastest lap so far for the 4 of Buddy Watson, a 19.097. Tim Lawrence, he just said his fastest lap, 16.568. And Buddy Watson's quickest lap in the 4 at 19.097. So right now, Tim Lawrence in the 32 there with the time to beat. Next driver to go, driving a Toyota out of Lake Park, Georgia, David Hodges. David finished 3rd in Pro Late Model points here last year, former track champion in the Pro Late Models at South Alabama Speedway. 10 car, that's the Durham's Tree Service entry out of Winter Haven, Florida for Cody Durham. Finished 4th in Pro Late Model points at Auburndale Speedway down in Florida last year. There you see both drivers on track. Quickest in this group, David Hodges with a 17:019, time to beat 16:568, set by Tim Lawrence. Right now, David Hodges still a little quicker than Cody Durham. Cody Durham's best lap of 16:906. White flag is out, so these drivers will put their all in, see what they got. David Hodges in 16 came close that lap to what Tim Lawrence turned, so we'll see if David Hodges will be able to knock him from the pole here. Not quite. 16.661, the best lap for David Hodges. That'll be second quick. Best lap for Cody Durham, 16.855, 16.855. And that'll put Cody Durham third quick. Remember, Cody was here for the UARA National Super Late Model race back earlier the month. Next driver out, that's the car number 74 out of Deerfield, Florida for Johnny K. Done a lot of tour-type modified racing up in the Mid-Atlantic, also pro late model racing as well. And the car number 1, that's the All-Star Mobile Service entry out of Auburndale, Florida for Kristen Clement. She raced pro trucks for many years. Now racing pro late models. Time to beat still a 16.568. Set by the 32 of Tim Lawrence. Quickest right now with these two cars, Johnny K in the 74. Changed that. Johnny K still the quickest. He actually moved up 16.842, so that's third quick overall. Coming back to the white flag this time. Kristen Clements in the 1. Right now her best lap of 16.914. So right now Johnny K in that 74, third quick. We'll see what he can do on this lap. Slows down just a tick. So 16.758, the best lap for the 74 of Johnny K. That'll be third quick. Kristen Clements in the car number 1. Fifth quick with a 16.914. Tim Lawrence still up top. 16.568 for that red 32. Quick time so far. Next car out, the car number 23, the Atlanta Paving and Concrete Chevrolet of Carter Whalen. Carter finished 4th in Pro Truck points here at Cordele last year. And the car number 82, the Brian Cagle Grading Ford out of Dawsonville, Georgia for Rafe Slate. Rafe has raced Outlaws here a lot. And actually was in the Outlaw race here back earlier in the month. And Legends cars. So Rafe staying busy. Got the Pro Late model out here this weekend. Right now, quickest lap for these two is a 16.682 for the 82 of Rafe Slate. That's third quick right now. Carter Whalen, fifth fastest. We'll see what he does on this lap. Picks it up, 16.743. So right now, that's fourth quick for Carter Whalen. Now Rafe Slate up to 16.648. Second quick, trying to knock Tim Lawrence from the pole. Not quite. He even picked it up on that lap. 34 thousandths of a second slower. Rafe Slate in the 82 right now, second quick with a 16.602. Carter Whalen, 16.743 for the 23. That's fourth quick. As the next car rolling out, the Nova Teleclinic Ford out of Longwood, Florida, for Lucas Hinton, moving into pro late models this year. Finished sixth in UARA Sportsman points last year. And the 08 car, the South Alabama Plumbing and Electric Chevrolet out of Enterprise, Alabama, for Spencer Bragg, last year's Outlaw champion here at Cordele Motor Speedway. And that 82 looks a lot like the late Bo Slocum, who was from here in Georgia and really good race car driver. Fortunately passed away due to cancer, but loved seeing that 08 out there. Right now, Lucas Hinton, seventh quick in the 99, coming back to complete this lap. Moves up now to fourth, 16.728. We'll see what Spencer Bragg can do. Moves up to seventh, 16.831. Both with a couple of laps here to try and knock Tim Lawrence from the pole. Lucas Hinton still fourth after that lap. Well, not now. Spencer Bragg in the 08 now up to fourth with a 16.661. Here comes Lucas Hinton to complete the lap. He'll stay fifth quick. Let's see what Spencer Bragg has on this final lap. Moves up to second. 16.602, an identical lap to that one turned by Rafe Slate. Both of those drivers turning a 16.602. And Tim Lawrence dodging another bullet. Again, don't forget, remember, if you have not got a subscription to RacingAmerica.tv, we definitely want you to get one. As soon as our qualifying is complete, we'll take this off our social channels and be exclusively on RacingAmerica.tv. Our coverage starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So subscribe now if you haven't already. Great brand new paint job here for the Webster Race Cars Right Foot Down machine out of Brooksville, Florida. The mellow yellow throwback of Daniel Webster. Daniel finished third in UARA Sportsman points back in 2023. Former Florida United Promoters Series champion. And he ran in the super late model race at the beginning of the month. And the 407, the Vail Plumbing Heat and Air machine out of Claremont, Florida. That is Jason Vail, who also spent a lot of time in sportsman cars before moving to this Ford in pro late models. Daniel Webster right now in the one, fourth quick, 16.616. Jason Vail's best lap, 16.872. That's got him 10th. And when they cross the stripe this time, they'll both have one lap to go in qualifying. Quick time, new quick timer. Daniel Webster goes to the pole, 16.506 for the car number one. Daniel Webster on the pole right now. Jason Vail in the 407, he's moved up to sixth. See what Daniel Webster does even quicker on lap two, 16.444. That's the quick time now for Daniel Webster. And Jason Vail picked it up quite a bit, 16.636. He will be fifth fastest. So a couple of quick cars out there and a new quick time just set by the 1W of Daniel Webster with a 16.444. Next driver to roll, driving the Terry Short Apartments machine out of Tallahassee, Florida. This is Stuart Dutton. Lots of Outlaws wins in the Deep South over the years. And the car number 38, Serendipity Toyota from Hampton, Georgia. Legends, Outlaws, Pro Late Models. Josh Hicks has driven them. Got the Pro Late model out here tonight. Right now, both these cars need to pick it up a lot, but we expect they will here in these final laps. Right now, Stuart Dutton in 32, 12th quick. Whoa, big pickup for Josh Hicks. 16.452 for the 38. That second quick, 8,000 slower than Daniel Webster. We'll see if he can knock him from the pole. Stuart Dutton moves up to 6th, but what's Josh Hicks got here? Quick time for Josh Hicks. The 38 goes to the pole. 16.420 on that lap. That moves him up to P1. White flag out. Stuart Dutton still 6th quick. Josh Hicks quicker again on that lap. 16.410 for the 38. That lowers the mark even more for these drivers to try and beat. And picks it up even on the final lap. So the quick time right now, 16.342 set by the 38 of Josh Hicks. Stuart Dutton in the 32, 16.619, his quickest lap. Right now, the top 5, Josh Hicks, Daniel Webster, Tim Lawrence, Spencer Bragg, and Rafe Slade as our next group of cars roll out. Coming up next, the race car engineering machine out of Plant City, Florida. Is the car number 67 of Colin Allman. Had 3 top 10 finishes in UARA Super Late models last year. Ran here back earlier in the month with his Super Late model. And a guy you can never count out when it comes to Pro Late models, the Chansey Motorsports Expo Homes Toyota from Decula, Georgia. This is Christopher Tullis. 3-time Show Me the Money champion at Montgomery Motor Speedway. Former Alabama 200 winner. And you'll be able to see that here on Racing America next Saturday. Now, Colin Allman pulling the 67 car in. Not sure what the problem is, but we expect a strong run from him, so we'll have to see if they can get that figured out. Right now, Christopher Tullis still not in the top 10. We'll see what he can do on this lap. Right now, 3 laps completed, moves up 9th quick, 16.683. The time to beat, 16.342, set by the 38 of Josh Hicks. That's what we expect, 16.566, 3rd quick for the 12 of Christopher Tullis. Going to have to pick it up a couple of tenths if he wants to knock Josh Hicks from the pole, though. 16.544. So Christopher Tullis will end up 3rd fastest. Now remember, there will be a die roll, though, to determine the inversion. So anywhere from 1 to 6, wherever that die ends up, will be where we invert here for the Atlanta Paving and Concrete Construction 100. Qualifying now in a Toyota out of Headland, Alabama. 2-time Pro Late Model champion at South Alabama Speedway and a 4-time Pro Late Model winner here at Cordele. That's the veteran Corey Rubel in the car number 73. Back behind him, the Walker Motorsports Toyota from Dix Hills, New York, of Rodney Dallas Jr. Rodney making the move up from Legends Cars and into the Pro Late Model of Walker Motorsports. Time to beat, 16.342, set by the 38 of Josh Hicks. Wow, Corey Rubel, 3rd fastest, 16.553. Rodney Dallas now 3rd quick, 16.530 for Rodney Dallas in the 15. Corey Rubel, he goes back to 3rd that lap in the 73. Rodney Dallas stays at 4th quick. Still a couple of laps for these drivers to try and knock Josh Hicks from the pole. Rubel stays third that lap in the 73. Rodney Dallas, he stays fourth. These drivers might have maxed out. We'll see if they got anything here on this final lap. Quick time for Corey Rubel in the 73. He goes to the pole, 16.320. Corey Rubel, the veteran out of Alabama, takes the 73 car to the pole. And how about Rodney Dallas Jr. in that 15? He goes third quick with a 16.427. So a couple of quick laps laid down there, but none quicker so far than by the 73 of Corey Rubel. Again, don't forget, still time. If you've not got a subscription to Racing America, go to racingamerica.tv right now. And you can see all the action from here at Cordele Motor Speedway tonight and throughout the season, as well as the Alabama 200 next weekend, Rattler 250 at South Alabama in the middle of March. Lots of big stuff coming up on Racing America here in the next few weeks. On track right now, the Albany Auto Auction Chevrolet out of Tifton, Georgia. That's Blaze Rutherford. He had a fourth-place finish in Speedfest here back in 2019, and then a young driver who definitely knows how to qualify quick, the Byron Outdoor Superstore Ford out of Perry, Georgia, for Hudson Bulger. He set the quick time in super late models and pro late models in Speedfest here this year and finished back in ninth in the UARA super late model race here earlier this month. Right now, Hudson Bulger already fifth quick with the car number 17. Blaze Rutherford trying to get that 5 car up to speed, but Hudson Bulger has definitely got it going fast. 16.352 for the 17. Moves him up to third quick. Blaze Rutherford still trying to get that 5 car powered up here. He does that lap, moves up to 7th. Bulger now up to 2nd in the 17. 5/1,000th slower than Corey Rubel. Can he knock him from the pole? Maybe even Blaze Rutherford here. Let's see. They come across the stripe. Rutherford stays 7th, but what's Hudson Bulger got? Quick time for Hudson Bulger. Takes the 17 car to the pole. 16.293. That's 27 thousandths of a second better than Corey Rubel. And not a bad qualifying effort for Blaze Rutherford either, as he will go 7th quick with a 16.556. Now, it looks like we may have a couple more cars. I don't think Colin Ullman will be able to get back out there. And definitely a couple of drivers who will threaten for the pole. Being led out by the car number 18, that's the Phoenix Construction Toyota from Lynn Haven, Florida. Last year, Show Me the Money champion at Montgomery. And the 2024 ARCA winner at Talladega, that's Jake Finch. And the car number 50, the Cohen Law Group Toyota from Groveland, Florida, that is Jet Nolan. Of course, he won the big Bill Bigley Sr. Memorial back in 2023 at Freedom Factory in a super late model. Seeing what he can do with the pro late model tonight. Time to beat. 16.293. Set by the 17 Hudson Bulger. And again, either one of these cars could better that time. Mini Stocks, you're up next to qualify. Mini Stocks, you're up next to qualify. All right, Jake Finch, that lap, 6th quick in the car number 18. Just his second lap of 5. Now Jet Nolan will go 6th quick in the 50. So these drivers now feeling comfortable to lay down some quick times. 16.379 for the 18 of Jake Finch. That'll be 4th fastest. Jet Nolan that lap picked it up, but he'll stay 7th fastest. Jake Finch, 16.312, 19 thousandths slower than Hudson Bulger. That's second quick. Jet Nolan now, 16.299, 6/1,000ths of a second slower than Hudson Bolger. That's second. Jake Finch, he'll stay third quick in the 18, but can Jet Nolan now knock Hudson Bolger from the pole? He does. 16th, man, what a close qualifying session here. 16.292 for Jet Nolan. That's the quick time. 1/1,000th of a second quicker than the 17 of Hudson Bolger. 20,000ths quicker than Jake Finch in third. 28,000ths quicker than Corey Rubel in fourth. And .050 for Josh Hicks in fifth. That's just how close it was. Rodney Dallas Jr. will be sixth quick. Daniel Webster seventh. Christopher Tullis eighth. Blaze Rutherford ninth. Tim Lauren in 10th. Spencer Bragg 11th. Rafe Slate 12th. Stuart Dutton 13th. Jason Dale 14th. David Hodges Jr. 15th. 16 through 20 will be Lucas Hinton, Carter Whalen, Johnny Kay, Cody Durham, and Kristen Clements. Colin Ullman will be 21st quick, and Buddy Watson will be 22nd quick. But remember, they will throw a die here to determine the how we'll shake up the starting lineup for the pro late models. If we do, if they draw one, then of course we won't change anything. Zero car, that's Keith Hicks out of Toccoa, Georgia. Brett Roberts on track in the car number 37. He's from Poulin, Georgia. And Jeff Firestein in the car number 32 out of Florida. That's always a fast car. And right now, it's the fastest car. Jeff Firestein, 19.084. That's the quick time. Keith Hicks, if you'll remember here back in February or earlier this month, February 1st, had a very interesting race here in the mini stocks. Tonight is the Florida-Georgia Mini Stock Challenge, 18.533 right now, the quick time for the 32 of Jeff Firestein. And here he comes now to complete his qualifying session. And quickest overall now, 18.386. Time to beat there for the 32 of Jeff Firestein. Brett Roberts in the 37, 19.226. And Keith Hicks in the 0, 19.788. All right, next group of cars rolling out now. '27 car, that's Fallon Goolsby. Larry Goolsby in the car number 20, also on track. And the 9 of Matthews Self. Here comes Matthews Self to get his first lap in. Good looking car number 20 there for Larry Goolsby. Hey, Fallon Goolsby, quick time, 18.139 for the 27. Now Larry Goolsby, 18.372. That's second quick for him. But the quick time right now, the 22 of Fallon Goolsby. Even not quite as quick on that last lap. Fallon Goolsby with the quick time, 18.139 for the car number 27. Larry Goolsby, the 20, 18.241. That second quick. And Matthew Self, we'll see what he does this lap. 21.342. He'll stay sixth quick. Crown Vics, you're qualifying next. Crown Vics, you're qualifying next. over 25 Crown Vics here tonight, which always makes it for an interesting night. Again, folks, if you're watching at home, we're so glad that you're watching here on Racing America. We're live at Cordele Motor Speedway. But if you want to watch our feature races tonight, and we're going to have some really good ones, go to racingamerica.tv and subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, well, you know. And you can tune back in at 6:30 Eastern Time, and we'll go live on racingamerica.tv. Wesley Darrington in the car number 25 on track as we got a stalled car out there right now. And the 6 car of Jason Richardson. But there's one car that's going to need to get a push right there on the back straightaway. You see it, and the Frazier Towing and Recovery Record Service will go there and tend to that. Racing in memory of Mike Frazier tonight. Want to send our thoughts and prayers out to Mike's family, a longtime supporter here at Cordele Motor Speedway. Of course, Frazier Towing here tonight and has been for a long time, thanks to Mike Frazier. His flatbed will lead the field tonight for our main events, and again, we want to send our thoughts and prayers out to Mike Frazier's family. The 20 car has been pushed in. And we'll come back to the green flag this time. And now that the 20 car has been pushed in, one more car coming out. Not sure why the 32 car is back out there, but these laps not going to count for him. Tyler McWhorter out there in the 0, and Timothy Rushing in the 91 car out there to qualify. Actually, that 32 is an identical car to Jeff Firestein, but that is A.J. Sanders, the veteran out of Mocksville, North Carolina, in the 32S. So right now he's 4th quick, right there with his teammate Jeff Firestein. Timothy Rushing in that 91 also out there now. Right now he's 5th fastest. And then this will finish up the mini stocks this lap. So it looks like Fallon Goolsby's going to take the pole in the car number 27. Again, that 32, that's not the same car that qualified earlier with Jeff Firestein. That's A.J. Sanders, many-time track champion up in the Carolinas. Fallon Goolsby will take the quick time. And again, our coverage on racingamerica.tv will shift to 6:30 Eastern Time. Join us there or subscribe if you're enjoying this free view on our social channels. As we said, Fallon Goolsby in the 27, quick qualifier. Larry Goolsby 2nd quick. 3rd quick will be Jeff Firestein. 4th, A.J. Sanders. And 5th, the 91 of Timothy Rushing. And that'll do it for the mini stocks before we send them out for tonight's Florida-Georgia Mini Stock Challenge with a driver from North Carolina thrown in there as well. Hey, don't forget Cordele Motor Speedway T-shirts, hats, and other apparel being sold at the bottom of the VIP tower. That's the tower closest to turn 1. Again, Cordele Motor Speedway T-shirts, hats, and other apparel all available at the bottom of the VIP tower. That's the tower down towards turn 1, closest to turn 1, I should say. Well, we talk about it all the time, Crown Vics, dirt, pavement. It seems like wherever they start up, they go from about 5 cars to 25 cars. And tonight is a perfect example. Unofficially, we've got 27 Crown Vics ready to qualify tonight. Michael Gamache out there in the car number 85. Seen him here on Racing America some over at Five Flags in Mobile. 4 car is Jerry Lewis, and the 95 is Casey Lewis. There you see the 4 car working through turns 3 and 4. And this phenomenon with Crown Vics, you think about it, when a lot of us were kids growing up in the 80s and 90s, whether it was Crown Vics or Lincoln Mark 8s, you saw them with sirens on them. They were police cars. And so there's a lot of these cars out there around that are former police cars or what have you, and they've been great to be an entry-level division for folks to go racing. Right now, the quickest, Michael Gamache in the 85. There comes Michael across the stripe, 21.244. And there's a few things you got to do to them. I think you got to have a roll cage. Don't have to have windows in it. Got to have a good safety net on the side. But there's not a whole lot that you got to do to these cars to go racing with them, and that's why you see more and more of them all the time. And we say dirt, pavement, it doesn't matter. Figure 8. I mean, down in Florida and Indiana and different places like that still have figure 8 races. A lot of them use these Crown Vics as their division on figure 8 tracks. All right, next qualifier, that'll be the 11 of Nick Garano. Also on track, the 5 of Jason Lang Jr. and the 88 of Amy Gamache. Trying to beat a 21.244 set by the 85 of Michael Gamache. There's Amy in the 88. And maybe we'll get a chance to show it here before we go off air with this Freeview while these cars are qualifying or between qualifying. But one of the few short tracks in America with a Jumbotron now here at Cordele Motor Speedway. Great way for the fans to watch our Racing America broadcast and see the replays from the Rex and the Nolans and Ricky Brooks and everybody involved. Just keep doing something every time you come back to this place that makes it just a little bit nicer when you think it can't get any nicer. All right, as this group finishes up, Nico Garano in the 11 goes to the pole, 21.046. That's the quick time now for Nick Garano. Jason Lang Jr., he'll go up to second quick with a 21.171 for the car number 5. And Amy Gamache, 26.999. She'll be sixth quick. Of course, we'll be here with you at Cordele Motor Speedway throughout the season on Racing America. All the pro late model and all the super late model events here at Cordele Motor Speedway, including the Great World Crown 300 in October, all broadcast here on Racing America and all available for subscribers. All right, next group rolling out now. Led out by another number 5. This 5 is Jason Lang. 08 out there of Hunter Sumrall. And the car number 6 of Austin Reeves. And if you're watching back at home and you wonder where Cordele Motor Speedway is, it's literally right off I-75 between Atlanta and the Florida-Georgia state line. You get a lot of good Georgia cars, a lot of cars coming up out of Florida. A lot of great accommodations and restaurants just a few exits away from the racetrack. So if you're down below Atlanta or around Atlanta and want to go see some great racing, Cordele Motor Speedway is the place to go. Right now, Jason Lang in that 5, second quick, 21.171. The 08 of Hunter Sumrall, 21.455. That's 6th fastest. Austin Reeves pretty fast in that 6 car, too, right now, moved up to 3rd. Here comes Jason Lang. Stays second quick. Hunter Sumrall stays 6th. Austin Reeves, he now goes up into the second starting spot, 21.086. So Austin Reeves second, Jason Lang 3rd, and Hunter Sumrall in the 08 right now, 5th quick. Next group of cars rolling out now. Pure Stock's also in action here tonight. They'll have their heat races coming up here in a little bit. 6th machine, that is Chris Salter. Car number 5, that's Brian Musgrove. And the 18 we're looking at right now, that's Josh Taylor. Trying to beat a 21.046 set by the 11 of Nico Garano. And we got a new quick timer right now. Chris Salter in that car number 6, 20.727. First car down the 22nd bracket. Chris Salter with the quick time right now. Quicker that lap, 20.564. Brian Musgrove in the 5 right now, 4th fastest. All right, can Chris Salter pick it up any more in this 6 car and lower the quick time down? He does, 20.547. Chris Salter right now with the quick time. Brian Musgrove in the 5 will go 3rd quick. And Josh Taylor not going to be able to complete his 3rd lap. He'll be 10th fastest. Still a lot of cars left to go, though. All trying to beat this lap set by Chris Salter in the 6 of 20.547. Our next group of qualifiers, Hadley Green in the car number 2, Shelby Prather in the car number 12, and Nicholas Jenny in the 59 car. Right now in that group, Nicholas Jenny, the quickest in the 59 right now, 9th fastest, 21.540. This group coming around to get the white flag. All these cars pretty evenly matched. Nicholas Jenny 8th right now, Shelby Prather 9th, and Hadley Green 10th. So Nicholas Jenny in the 59 right now, 7th quick, 21.186. Shelby Prather in the 12th, 9th fastest, and Hadley Green in the car number 2 will be 10th. Fans, don't forget, coming up here in just a little bit, we'll have our pit party, your chance to go down and get autographs. All the cars here tonight at Cordele Motor Speedway are going to be out there for you to take a look at and talk to the drivers. Perfect for getting an autograph would be a Cordele Motor Speedway T-shirt or hat. Remember, they're being sold at the bottom of the VIP tower. All right, next group rolling out, led by the 8 of J.T. O'Connor. J32 is Jad Lynn. And one more car coming around. That's the 07 of Jaden Lutz. All right, white flag out for this group. And nobody in this group looks like breaking into the top 15. J.T. O'Connor coming around. Back behind Jaden Lutz. Well, J.T. went 15th quick in the 8 car, 21.567. Jad Lynn will end up 16th quick in the J32. Got one more car coming around. That's Jaden Lutz, the 07. And Jaden will pick it up, 17th quick. 25.130. Hey, also, folks, don't forget concession stands open. They got good hot food for you up there tonight, and good soft drinks. I'm sure they got some coffee there to warm you up tonight, so be sure to head up to the concession stand throughout the evening and grab a bite or a drink. All right, next group rolling out now, led by the 39 of Tim Hudson. 38 car, that is Lance Ellis, and the 40 is Tony Akridge. And something tells me that these guys may be teammates. I don't know, 38, 39, and 40. I'm not exactly sure. We'll have to investigate that, and we'll have to find out. Our scorer said that might be their ages, and you never can tell. Well, trying to beat a lap of 20.547 set by the 6 of Chris Salter. Oh, good lap there for Lance Ellis in the 38, 20.957. That's second quick for that 38 car. Tim Hudson in the 39, fourth. Now he's second. Is Tim Hudson in the 39, 20.905. Lance Ellis going to stay third. And Tony Akridge in the car number 40, he'll move up into seventh. So those 3 cars, good qualifying efforts for them. Still trying to beat that time set by Chris Salter, though, of 20.547. This 19 car, you could tell it's been through a few battles as it comes around. I noticed it down there in the pits a little bit earlier. That's Eric Sharon. 84 car back behind Eric is Justin Pittman. And the 15 is Keith Zavril. So far, 24 cars have qualified. 2 more to go. Eric Sharon in that 19, second quick, 20.858. That car may be beat up, but it's beat up for good reason. It's because it's fast and been racing up towards the front. See if he can knock Chris Salter off the pole. Not quite. Slows down on that lap, but will stay second quick. So Chris Salter holds on to the pole for now. Eric Sharon there in the 19 goes second quick. Keith Zaverill, who's in that group, will be 6th. And Justin Pittman in the 84 will be 16th quick as our final 2 qualifiers roll now. And once we get these cars qualified, that will end our preview here on our social channels here on Racing America. But again, plenty of time. If you are a subscriber, if you want to subscribe, you can go to racingamerica.tv and catch all the action tonight from here at Cordele Motor Speedway, Atlanta Paving and Concrete Construction Night. You can catch it at 6:30 Eastern Time on racingamerica.tv. Last 2 cars, the 75 of Jeremy Lutz and the 35 of Randall Frazier on track now. Be able to catch 225 laps. An exciting feature racing tonight here at Cordele, including 100 laps for the Pro Late models. Jeremy Lutz in that 75 right now, 5th quick. Stays 5th after that lap. 35 of Randall Frazier right now back in 18th here on their final lap. So that'll do it, and looks like Chris Salter will be on the pole for tonight's event for the Crown Vics. They'll go for 55 laps or 55 minutes, whichever comes first. Let's hope it's not 55 minutes. Chris Salter, 20.547 for the 6. He'll be the quick qualifier. Second quick will be the 19 of Eric Sharon. Third will be the 39 of Tim Hudson. Fourth will be the 38 of Lance Ellis. And 5th will be the 75 of Jeremy Lutz. Okay. Looks like Jet Nolan going to roll the die here on the front straightaway. That'll determine the invert. We'll be back for that at 6:30 Eastern Time to update you. Until then, we'll see you at 6:30.